Hey, first half nickel cash. Second half cash.
Read it, baby.
Money, man. I love it.
Big Clairvoyant Young.
It's a great day. It's a great day.
Let's fucking go.
Now on.
All right, we're gonna talk about that in the show because there's a lot of good questions. All right, everybody, welcome into the Hashmark Show. This is week 3. We are here. We've had 2 winning weeks. It's exciting for those of you who are just joining us here on Hashmark Show, Hashmark Media. Bunch of degenerates coming together to make content. That's it. Whatever you want to do, bake, gamble, NFL. That's what this show's about, at least. I can't do a disservice to anybody on this squad. If you haven't met him, let's go around the horn real quick. We'll start with our guy, Rickyphantain. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hated this week 3 here. Look at the early lines. Hated it. As we get closer to Sunday, I fell in love with these games. Fell in love with it. Cash, baby, cash.
Real good cash. Go over to real quick, Mr. Exclusive to Hashmark, the Hashmark Show, Ricky Knotz. Ricky, introduce yourself to the people. Give them a little quick backstory. I don't know how deep you want to go, but introduce yourself to the folks. We're going to do this probably every 3 weeks on the show. We're in week 3, so we got to introduce ourselves according to our producer, who I don't know if I like this new guy. Dolores has been fired. We've promoted Chris Ireland to fucking executive producer Hashmark Show. Congratulations, Chris. We'll go from there. Go ahead, Knotz. So introduce yourself.
Mr. MF Sunday night. No introduction needed.
All right, perfect. Let's go over to Eddie. Eddie, what do you got?
Eddie Major, repping the south side of Chicago, baby. That's what we do. Ready
Go.
to win some money.
Okay, Eddie. Hella introductions for those guys.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Ireland, introduce yourself.
Yeah, no, CI over here, EP of the show. I'm just here to fuck around and have some good fun with the boys.
I like that shirt. I like that shirt.
Yeah,
Little
I love that shirt.
Ricky Knotz on there. It was spelled wrong, but we'll figure it out eventually.
I want to buy it. It's going to be 100 bands. Anybody want to buy that shirt?
100 band, damn, the Ricky Knotz collection.
I mean, it's
Exclusive.
it's a fucking first edition.
That heartbeat's hard though. That heartbeat hitting hard.
Yeah, you want to come back to life, you better come to the show, watch,
Yes,
learn,
sir.
and fucking win some money. Let's go.
FYO, new show on the network. Fuck your opinion. A couple of guys out of Iowa. They're going to be running Hashmark Iowa. The Beast is going to be running that crew, trying to find a bunch of degenerates in cornfields and barbecue places, I guess. I don't know. He's getting people, though. 3 guys who work at a cell phone store doing a show together talking about the sports world. Kyle, a Chargers fan. Dylan, a Lions fan. And then the Beast is a Raiders fan. Do you even have an NFL team? You got to be from somewhere, right? Like, you have to root for a team. Chargers, Raiders, Detroit. You couldn't get more of like a fucking spread of teams to cheer for.
So with the chip challenge talk.
Oh my God.
All I was going to say is I'd buy a bag of those chips and just eat it like while I'm watching Thursday Night Football.
I don't believe it. Don't believe it.
So I was confused. I was confused because when I seen that on YouTube, I was like, I feel like this was like last year's news. But I talked to my son. He was like, no, it's a 2022, whatever you fucking call it, whatever kind of chip it is. Right. They brought a new chip to the atmosphere, and now it's what do you call it?
It's the blue packy chip.
The blue packy chip, and it dyes your mouth blue or some shit. You know, it's a whole thing. Me personally, I would never do it. Yeah, I'd never do it.
Yeah, why nothing to do with it. So it was a challenge. Now they did it. Now what's interesting about it, and Knotz, go back and watch it because
I did it. My daughter wanted me to do it on TikTok, and I did it.
But I'm saying the Beast. So it's this statement wouldn't even make sense because you didn't think it was hot, did you? You thought the chips were just weak.
No, but here's the thing: the one chip challenge. It's not a bunch of chips in the bag. It's like one bag. It's like one bag. It's like one chip in one bag.
We're not talking about like fucking toast.
I ate that one chip, and my daughter made me do it on her TikTok, and I ate it. And I was like, "Give me the rest of the bag." Like,
I mean, I get so. I mean, yeah.
I like that shit. Like, where do we order these?
You're right.
Go to Jewel. They got my fucking.
Yeah, I like hot shit, bro. But I'll tell you, I wake up in the morning and like my stomach, I feel like there's a hole in it because I eat too much hot shit. But
are you?
When you guys get here to Denver, I'm gonna cook you guys because I actually am the one that cooks in my house, And watch,
Same.
I'm gonna cook you guys. I'm gonna cook you guys a few meals, and you know it might feel like the blue chip challenge.
Hey, I don't have time for heat. I'm not fucking with that.
I love heat.
I don't care. I'm not, you know.
You gotta be shit on a plane on the way home.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I make a meal. I mean, look, I ain't Italian, but I'll tell you, we all know you gotta eat the meal, boys.
I would eat the meal. Yeah, I'd eat the meal, of course.
Just sit down at the Knotz house.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll give you some Pepto Bismol. I got it right here.
I don't need that. You know, that's ESPN Pick'em League. Let's go over the rundown real quick. Your boy Ricky Knotz in first place. No surprise there. Eddie, you've moved up the board. You've knocked me down. And how about our guy from Jam Soul, who now is in third place, Aaron Johns? How about that?
Good job.
Boy, that a boy, Aaron.
Picking those games right. You know, Ricky Knotz, you're in first place. Can you just comment real quick what you've seen? What's the biggest difference from the ESPN lines? Now, they don't move, of course, compared to what you're going to see in a book or DraftKings. And any advice to anybody out there who's in last place, like a Dick Specs, probably should change their name to Cunt Specs. I actually reached out to that guy and said, yeah, I'm not doing that good. Yeah, no shit. So anyways, Ireland, where are you at? Oh,
Yeah, I'm not too far behind or in front of him. I'm not. It's a listen. I told you earlier in the week. I'm not taking it. I wasn't taking it that fucking serious. I was kind of just like going through because I didn't like the lines. They weren't the normal lines. So I was just kind of just going off the cuff. And now I need to just pay a little more attention to it.
yeah.
At least align with the show. At least align with the picks of the show.
I know. I wasn't. That's what I wasn't doing. I was just literally. It took me 2 seconds. Just boom, 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 boom.
You don't have to
picking for Vikings. Like, what's going on?
Listen, CI, here's what you say. It's week 2. This tournament is far from over. Yeah, okay. Ricky Knotz is doing good right now. Bro, these things could swing up and down so much. Like, hey, we still got how many weeks of football left?
Yeah.
And nobody in here.
Like we always say, there's more ball left, man.
Saying anything. Like, anything that
Yeah.
happens.
No, he's done. He's fucking done, dude. He's garbage.
Nah, my guy CI.
There's no catching up at this point. Sorry, but
What's surprising?
Have an epic comeback. Watch, he's gonna win this tournament since we all shitted on
Well,
him.
no, because here's what happens with him.
Appreciate you, Nuts.
I'm not hating on him or anything. I'm just saying here's what's going to happen. 2 things. He's either going to have to be forced to pick off, or he's just going to start flipping the script, and we're going to get a little weird, and he might get close. I see him creeping up the leaderboard. I don't see Essig making really a move just because he doesn't listen to the show.
Here's my opinion is look, a lot of times when I talk to you, and this is no like offense to you, but you really do look at things kind of like a square sometimes. The longer we do this show, I think CI is going to actually become the biggest monster of anybody on this show.
Appreciate that. No, hey, I'm learning. I'm brand new to this shit compared to all you guys.
I disagree.
What? I
No.
mean,
I don't brand new to this.
I just started last year, but I never really.
I'm
place
going back
bets.
to the other I don't think he'll be a monster.
Well, look, but
shit.
I mean, look, sometimes like I don't know. Right?
I do know in the pick'em league, if you do fall behind, it's uphill battle. You don't want to fall behind.
You got to pick up.
I caught last year. I'm the defending champion. I'm the defending champion. I caught an early. I caught an early lead last year, and I rode the title all the way through.
See, now you put me on that shit last year.
But I will say this: the good news for Chris is if he picks off, it'll be against those public bettors, right? So he should creep up. We should all end in the top 4. I think we will. I really do.
I'd be happy. We all did that.
I'll end up in the top 4. If I take 4, I'd be fucking static. Like the reality is now, and here's what I think we're probably not even going to get to this to maybe season 3 or 4. The idea is all of our picks we give out for free, right? Every pick, and that's the idea. Is we don't charge anybody for picks. So you would think that we all come to some sort of consensus, have one account, and we all like, yeah, go, but we can't, right? So we try to bring all of our consensus together to validate our picks. And so far, so good for me. And I think so far, so good for everybody except Rick. Rick can't stay away from MLB. I'd love to tell the story. It's a great story. Can I just tell a story?
Go for it.
No, we're not telling. So I've been I've been banned from a couple books. I've just been winning so much money. And the reality is, go ahead. What's up?
Books or bookies?
Just bookies. I don't do the online stuff.
What? No, I mean, hey,
I do have MGM, but we'll talk about that later. And then I got into some shit in the beginning of MLB. Fucked me up, killed me. Lost like 50 units. Had to quit. Got fucked up. Got into some shit. Long story boring. I've been playing some picks with other places, and it's not to like pay the other books back. It's just because my book ain't open to Friday. Long story boring. It's just been NFL. I've been disciplined. Haven't played anything else. Haven't touched college. I touched one college game, because of course anything I touched late night's gold. But other than that, I got a call. Hey, this is what I like on baseball tonight. I go, you know what? I trust you. Just book it. And it wasn't even a bad night. It's 1 and 2, but like, who cares? Anyways, this is a joke. I fucking hate baseball until the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you there, DJ. Fuck baseball.
I knew
Baseball
I could trigger DJ. I got on like a fucking puppet. I say, DJ, I fucking love it.
But you know why?
I go, DJ, I fucking love it. He's like, all right, put it in 3 units. Over Angels, Texas, and it hit. Bottom of the 8th, it fucking hit.
Well, what was great about that situation was I did trust you because I know you're good. You know the game. And then I had some weird thought. I was like, you know what? I am up on this. I know his ass don't want to pay me that 5 back.
Right.
Should I keep that 1095 going and then keep the side bets going? So I got to play the game.
Well, you know what I'm mad about is Rick Clairvoyant. He never sends me none of these baseball.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I mean,
here's the
I too, Rick. Like, I mean, look at me, bro. I'm getting skinny over here. Like,
my bad.
All right, hey Eddie Major, week two thoughts. What do you got?
Week 2, man. Started off the Chiefs won, but the Chargers covered. KC ribs, man. Fucking Herbert's ribs.
Yes, sir.
The Bears, man, it was terrible. The 4th down. Why do you call shotgun on that 4th down? Like, I just don't understand.
Especially when Montgomery brought you down the field, running his dick off, and then you.
When I see that shotgun, I was like, man, Vegas must have called.
And then you do a QB keeper. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Gonna play that audio in just a minute. Ed, keep going on week 2. Anything else there?
Yeah, the Knotz knowledge. Obviously, we got the Pats, San Fran, Green Bay, then the Eagles. I mean. Like, man, gave us the platter. Thanksgiving platter. Bro, my brother-in-law won $1,000 off that shit. Like,
and
he just set up an account.
Is he white?
And, yes, he's white.
All right, I just want to know.
He's white, yeah.
Knotz fucking told us what he was gonna do. He said, I'm gonna win this, double down, win, and it happened. It fucking happened.
No, I didn't do that. My son doubled down. I bet it. I don't talk about anything anybody can listen to. I don't talk about what I bet on the game, but
Evergreen here,
coach. Very large amounts of money on all 4 of them games. What my son did is what I talked to you guys about, the double down. I never do that. That's only something I recommend when you're trying to build your bankroll, not something to do when you got a bank.
So the Cardinals, let's start. And I'm in conclusion.
I know, and you
Cardinals, baby. You know what I'm saying? Calamari.
I do.
Mick Daniels. Let's talk about Mick Daniels. I know him very well. Mick Daniels. What do you do when you're up 20-7? You start rushing 2 and dropping 9 and giving Kyler Murray every play in that 4th quarter. You had about 10 seconds to make a play. And that's where Kyler Murray shines. So, yeah, I mean, look, Mick Daniels, complete fucking bum. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know.
My biggest surprise was Detroit. I did not think Detroit was gonna just ball out. I mean, they balled out week 2, and I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't bet it, but it raised an eyebrow, and we'll talk about them later. Biggest surprise week 2 was Detroit.
Go ahead, Rick.
And on to that was that's the second time 2 games in a row, week 1, week 2, that Detroit Ford Field sold out. So the fans are behind them. Detroit's balling out. watch them. Maybe watch them week 3.
I'd say biggest surprise, the Jets beating the Browns, I guess, man.
Yeah. And look, let's talk about that because you guys are Chicago Bear fans, right?
Yeah.
So the last time that happened, within 2 minutes, with over a 13-point lead, that anybody ever came back and won, it was the Chicago Bears in 2002.
Nice.
And then they went and did it the very next game as well. It was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but.
Was that against the Browns as well?
No, AZ, Dennis Green.
Oh, that was the Dennis Green one. But then we also beat the Browns that year into some crazy shit too, right?
Yeah, Mike Brown.
Mike
6.
Brown beat the Browns. Okay.
Pick 6.
All right.
Pick 6. From Mike Brown from
Alabama.
Fuck. No.
Georgia Tech.
Give it to me, CI. Give it to me.
Come on, Mike Brown. Oh, fuck.
I know. Georgia Southern.
Nope.
No. Nebraska?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Nice recall there, CI. My biggest upset and like just crazy shit was Miami over Baltimore. I thought Baltimore had that shit sealed up, right? Like just like I mean, I think obviously they did too. And then I don't know what happened, but there was a lot of bad defense going down in Baltimore there, which I don't whatever, we'll talk about it. But yeah, and then Indy not putting up a point. Indy with the revenge game, like can't even score a point. Like what the fuck is that? Like that's crazy. But we got some things coming up in week 3 here.
I did see a stat that when Colts have lost at the Jags like the last fucking 8 years in a row in Jacksonville. It's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until after the game, but it was still wild that they haven't beat.
At Amazon, we're investing $1.2 billion in free technical hourly employees.
1053.
Higher paying jobs within Amazon.
My salary has.
What was that? Hey, Bezos, get out of here.
Turn your ads off, please. Thank you.
Thank you, host.
Salaries, Jesus. Easy. All right, you guys.
Fucking host.
Real quick.
DJ, what's your biggest surprise week 2?
That's what I was going to say. So my biggest surprise, I just had it queued up here. I wanted to ask Knotz, though, just a quick question. Real quick, go on that real quick. The Jags own the Colts even with Matt Ryan, right? Doesn't matter, right?
At home.
Jags they own the Colts.
Introducing Welcome Unlimited from Verizon.
Come on. What the fuck?
I had to exit out of ESPN.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that
ESPN
again.
is an ad fuck. Fuck ESPN. All right. So I lost the fucking game. Oh, timeout, boys. Hold on.
Hey, we will get to the Colts, but honestly, the Colts week 1, week 2, for all our viewers, as long as Frank Wright's the coach, you auto fade the Colts week 1, week 2. You just do that.
And did you see that there was a road game too, right? Road.
Yeah, road, and I mean, and you just auto fade them week 1, week 2. But we'll get to that game later.
My biggest surprise of week 2 was how cowardly I was because I was going with Texans. I literally told everybody book anything over 7. It was 10.5 against Denver. And I sat here on the podcast and said, take the fucking Texans. And then Knotz talked me out of it, whatever. I liked it. But so cowardly, I removed it from the podcast, violated the ending rule. I just wanted to express my condolences to everybody. And I'll never do it again. And the only reason I'm saying that because I would have won the bet, but didn't place it, didn't have the ball. But I will tell you this, we'll get to this game later as they play the Bears. So that is my biggest surprise of week 2 as we wrap that up. All right, let's jump right into Jam Solutions. This is going to be a Jam Solutions gut check segment. John's Architectural Metal Solutions. I don't have the ad read in front of me. We'll do a quick timeout. Where's the ad read? I got to pull it up my email, right?
He's the one in second place right now in the pickle.
That's Aaron.
Yeah, third place, right?
Yeah, third place, I believe. Yeah, or second. No, he's in second place, right? And then Eddie, and then me.
Oh, okay. I missed it. I'm down in last again.
When you're in last place.
Yeah, I shouldn't talk. I'm sorry.
You don't look at
the shit, bro. Leave him alone.
You don't look at the.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I think I'm gonna bounce back this
why
week.
You're not taking the shot.
What?
I honestly thought Pittsburgh would keep it close.
Jen, you fuck with CI, you fuck with me, Jen.
Oh no! Damn it, you got a bodyguard now, Jan?
No, I seriously thought Pittsburgh would keep it closer than that. I mean, well, that last touchdown kind of doesn't count.
Explain yourself. Just say, fuck you, I'm going on the next week.
Yeah, right.
Don't gotta explain
No, I'm
yourself.
coming back this week. I guarantee I will not be in last place after this week.
Well, don't guarantee nothing. Just say, hey, just watch me this next week, Jan.
So funny. Everything Ireland says, Nick, I guarantee I will. Not don't guarantee nothing. He's like, okay, I'm confident. He's like, don't be confident.
You might shit the bed against you.
Yeah, probably.
No. See, look at you, bro. God.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Take a piss break.
My
piss
picks are already fucking made. I'm confident. Let's go, John. I wanted to say during that last year's ESPN shit, I kind of did the same thing. I didn't pick for like 4 weeks, and then I made a run at the end, and I ended up in the middle. So, this now I'm making my run in week 3 instead of fucking week 9.
It don't even matter about the pick'em for real, just the bankroll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, that's where I'm not fucking worried.
Yeah.
I mean, this is 2 positive weeks in a row.
The pick'em's gonna matter on the show because obviously, I mean.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah.
Yeah, pick'em's gonna matter on the show, but shit, I don't give a fuck about.
As far as like bragging rights, like it's not, but hey, bragging rights.
I take
a bag of money.
I take yeah, no, for sure. But I do that ESPN really, I guess, for us is really the only thing that we keep track together. So that it's a good marker, From
what's crazy, DJ, is I think a lot of us are like literally like top 50 in the whole ESPN pick'em shit.
Oh, I know, and that's what's fucked up. I know, right? I've noticed that. Last year, Rick was in the top 30 for 4 weeks.
For a while, you were
top 30. Did you guys know I was a top 30,000 in the world?
30,000.
Yeah, I made a top 30,000, and I couldn't beat anybody. That was it.
Well, hey,
totally different world when you get to.
Lock jams of the week.
I don't even. It's not. I mean, you don't even. Can people? I don't know.
Rolling with the Ravens.
Jam Solutions gut check, brought in part by John's Architectural Metal Solutions. They now offer their own jam panels. They have eliminated the middleman. Jam panels can offer aluminum composite, pre-finished flat flush metal, and John's Architectural Metal is the sole provider of jam panels. Jam Panels is our official brand of the Metal Panel Solutions and Hashmark Show.
Is Jams going to give you a backdrop, or what is he going to do?
Jams is in the works of making not only me, but every one of us a Hashmark Show sign that for our backdrop. So we're in the works. We're in the works. Great company. We love them. And of course, as we just talked about, Mr. Aaron Johns, I think in second place now or something like that. So good for him. My gut check, Jam Solution, gut check the week. We talked about it earlier. No brainer. It was Indianapolis plus 6.5. Been waiting for a 7. Saw 1-7 at DraftKings. Never pulled the trigger because, again, I'm degenerate. Have no cash flow at the moment. So I'm sticking. Man, right. I'm trying to fucking plus 6.5. Let's go over to CI. Your jam gut check of the week.
Chargers. Get right game.
That's pretty good. A lot of detail there. How much time did you spend on that?
Wait, I don't even get it though. What do you get right? They beat.
It could have been 9 hours of research. So you said get right game. I need research. What's going on here?
What's their record? I don't get it.
No.
Did they lose?
Get right. I didn't get right.
Okay, they lost. They lost in a heartbreaker.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right. Wait. My bad. They covered.
Yeah.
Rick's got it.
Hold on. Let me finish CI's jam of the week or whatever. What you really got to say is the Jags coming off a blowout against the Colts.
Yeah.
Horrible spot for the Jags.
I have that in my notes.
That they dominated, which they ended up losing pretty much due to a 99-yard pick six. Yeah, Chargers a great spot for the Chargers. And only better.
I got that in my notes. So you see it there.
Better. Yeah, and look, don't bet it yet because only better if Herb is out, it only becomes better, my guys. Okay, and I mean, do you play Herb against the Jags? I don't know. I don't. So I'm expecting that sometime in between here and Sunday, Herb gets ruled out. You'll see that line drop. I mean, what do we see the drop off on Dak? I mean, Dak, that line opened 2.5. I saw it get all the way up to 8.5. That, Jesus, an 11-point move on Dak. I mean, look, Mahomes, according to Sal, is worth 6 points. So you guys are going to tell me Dak's worth 11 points? Let's see. When Herb gets ruled out, let's see where that line moves. See, I tell him you're not going to bet it right now, but you're going to wait until Herb gets ruled out, and then you're going to bet the Chargers.
Yep. Cheers.
I do apologize. I thought thought that they won, but they did cover. That was my thing. They did cover that Thursday night game.
It opened up at -10 even, and now it's -7.
And wait until Herb gets ruled out, it's probably going to go. I mean, shit, if the line moved 11 points for Dak, what's it move for Herb? I mean, does it go to the Chargers plus?
It might want to be a pick 'em.
Hey, who's their backup?
That's be Chase Daniels, the richest fucking quarterback, to throw like 100 passes ever.
And look, I like Chase Daniels as the backup. I'm praying that Herb gets ruled out. I'm going to slam the Chargers. I don't see any way Herb plays. I mean, look, Tyrod Taylor's suing the Chargers because of the same thing. Like his rib got fucked up and it punctured his lung. Do they play Herb this week? I mean, I highly doubt it.
That's a great insider point right there, Knotz. I mean, I'm not sure anybody else on this fucking panel thought about Tyrod Taylor suing him. I mean, that's a good point.
So do you play Herb now when you're getting sued because of the same situation? I highly doubt it. I'd say wait. I'd say Herb's not playing this week against the Jags. I highly doubt it.
I will say that I just see a video on Twitter.
Hey, but real quick though, Herb threw that little flat out route, grabbed his ribs, and then he threw a fucking dime right down the middle.
A touchdown to win the game.
Yeah,
that was a fucking dime.
Yeah. So what's up with his ribs? You know what I'm saying? What's up with his ribs?
Well, okay. Well, they went.
Hey, some people were questioning that.
In his ass, and he didn't feel it all of a sudden. He felt it because he had a clear route to run that first down. Right. And he was like, he just felt it. He threw it away. And then all of a sudden the painkillers kicked in. And he was like, okay, cool. I got this. Pow. And he threw the dime. But I'll tell you, I'd be very surprised. To anybody listening, I'd be very surprised if Herb played. If you like the Chargers, wait until he gets ruled out. Let's see how far this line overreacts, as last week did with Dak. Because I'll tell you, Mahomes the best quarterback in the league. He's only worth 6 points. Last week, they said Dak was worth 11 points. So let's see what Herb's worth. I mean, it might be even more than – I'd say it should be more than that. That's
my lock jams of the week, we're going to go Washington. Carson Wentz, horrible loss. He bounces back. Yeah, plus 6.5. Give me the lock jams. Washington, plus 6.5. Book it, Jen.
Okay. I don't hate that. Eddie, what do you got?
We're going to go Ravens minus 2.5. I feel like America is on that as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You know, I want to reiterate what Knotz was talking about a little bit earlier, and you know how Rickyphantain was talking about this, and how I looked at the first couple games, and I was kind of freaking out. Knotz, everybody say tough week. As it's unfolded, we're starting to see it a little bit. So, it's exciting. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of good stuff we're reading on there, and it's a different year. I don't feel like it's the COVID year. I don't feel it's the post-COVID year. I think we're seeing a lot of normalcy right now. And, too bad, so sad for Jam Soul. I don't think the record's too great. They had Pittsburgh tonight for their Thursday night play, +5. That did not cash. What an ugly way this game ended. Their pick of the week, their Jam Soul lock of the week is Carolina Panthers money line, and they gave us 2 Lions +6.
Wow, he's right on target. He's right on point.
Like he's on target with us. He looks like he's listening to the show. All right, let's talk about
appreciate that.
Is he on a thread as a ghost? Did you see the thread and is just not posting?
No, I think he listens to the show. Before we go into the week 3 slates, let's talk about Thursday Night Football real quick. Eddie, what did you?
But does anybody want my jam so big? Or I mean, I could.
Oh my God, did I skip you? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eddie.
Hard at it. Bring him in. Hard at it. Bring him in.
Yeah, hard at it.
Motherfucking Sunday night.
Yeah, man.
I don't.
We already got your shit, Colts.
Real quick, can we do something real quick? Go ahead, Ricky Knotz. Go ahead and give us your Jam Soul pick of the week, aka the gut check. What do you got?
Titans. Well, I got them at +7. I still can't talk nobody out of the +5.5. Nobody out of the money line. Titans. Let's go.
All right, I promised you this audio. Go ahead, Rick. I heard it.
Yeah, and that's a guy that absolutely hated the Titans week 1, hated the Titans week 2.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
And I love it because he smacks them on week 3. I love it.
God, I'm gonna smack that Titans ass. We talked about it.
It's week to week. It's a week to week business, boys.
Yeah. That's it. It's week to week.
Square matrix. Remember we talked about it last week.
Yes. All right, we talked about it earlier. Why did the Bears go for that play? Dave Evergreen on the scene. Let's hear what happened.
From that, I'll open up to questions.
Dave Evergreen here, Coach. Can you talk about the game with Justin Fields on 4th down?
Yeah, I mean, I like it because, and the coaches liked it. We looked at it, we practiced it and repped it because a lot of times what you do, and you do in that regard too, you outnumber the box. So you're using your quarterback as a runner. You got an additional blocker. And so you like your numbers in the box there. So that's why we called it. It was the best play we had right there at the time.
Even though Montgomery was running down the field and running down their throat that whole series, you wanted to go with Fields.
I'd have to look at the tape.
What was this funny?
That was perfect.
That was perfect. The audio was great. But they stacked the box. They didn't spread them up. They stacked the box. You know what I'm saying?
He had nothing for me, and I'll tell you this. My next question, he didn't give me a chance to ask it, was, but why would you put the player 2 yards back from where they need to go? The only reasonable answer is, we had a plan for him to jump over the goal line.
Yeah.
Well,
he had no Walter Payton. He
did
no fucking answer. They literally had no answer, and they were like, "Oh shit! Well, I guess quarterback sneak. Hurry, go!"
I mean,
like, it was so fucking stupid. How do you do that?
What kind of answer is that?
What
kind of answer is this?
I'd have to look at the tape.
Look at the tape. You were on the field. You seen it.
You called the play.
I mean, unbelievable. That's gonna haunt him. That shit. That's why I was telling Dave earlier. Like that shit is gonna haunt him for a while. It's like, dude, just take the L and just be like, yeah, well, we made a mistake and move on. But trying to correct it by saying this dumb shit, it's gonna haunt him for a while. The media is gonna fucking.
It's a cop out. Got to look at the tape. That's a cop out.
It's a pussy answer. It's a pussy answer.
We're not at the part. We're not at the point yet where we're gonna do Eber chat. We did Nagy chat, but it's getting close early.
Yeah, I mean, right away he's showing he's such a fucking dork. I mean,
the horn real quick.
That might bro. I told you guys in week 1, it's a tank.
Over under.
It's a tank because this guy's a fucking idiot.
Over under 1 season for Eber. Oh, Chris, what do you think? Over under Eber 1 season.
Oh, it'll go over 1 season for sure. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's. No, I don't think he's that bad. I really don't. He's smarter than that. I think he's just figuring out how to talk to the media.
It on him, and he's gone next year.
All right, week 3 slate. Here we go. We're going to start with the Sunday noon games here. We're going to start with Ricky Knotz, Baltimore at New England. This one at +3, currently -106. Live, actually changing as I'm looking at the screen here. Looks like New England is +2.5, I think. Here, let me put up the live line. What's your thoughts on this one, Knotz?
Well, my initial thoughts about the Ravens is look at Lamar Jackson. I mean, the dude turned down his contract, right? Because he wants his full contract guaranteed. Never happened in the NFL before. Let's look at these numbers he put up. I mean, I'm not even going to pull up my phone. I remember them. I mean, no turnovers, no fumbles, no INTs, +400 yards. I mean, 29 dropbacks. I think 9 rushes. I think he got like about 50 yards in rushing. I mean, this is a quarterback that you do give his full money guaranteed. Okay? Let's start with that. But then let's look at the Ravens, what happened last week. Their starting cornerback was out. Okay, their second cornerback went out, I think, in the third quarter, and they had to put the rookie in, and yeah, Tua and Waddle and Tyreek Hill had a field day on them, 28 points in the fourth quarter. So I mean, if I'm Bill Belichick, I'm licking my chomps looking at that. But and the world's gonna be on the Ravens here. The world's gonna be on the Ravens, and I get it. But I don't think the side here, I don't want nothing to do with the side. Give me the over. I like the over.
All right, nice. Let's go over to Eddie. What do you got here on this one?
I'm rolling with the Ravens, but I agree with Ricky Knotz. The over is probably a better look because, everybody and their mama is going to be definitely on the Ravens. Probably end up being a 1 point, a 2 point game.
Ireland, what do you got?
Knotz is right. I'm a square. I like Baltimore in this game because I just think Lamar is just too much for them. I don't think, and I know you're talking about their defense not being good, but I'm not sure New England's offenses can do anything. I'm not. This is a good defense by the Ravens, and I expect Lamar to be pissed off and to come back and at least win by 3.
Okay, hold up, CI. Look, and I never said you're a square. I just said I'm working on making you not being a square. Okay. Second off, let's not talk about a good Ravens defense. What they just allowed last week.
I know. But we'll get to Miami.
That's not a good defense. But I never said you're a square, CI. I just said I'm working on making you not be a square.
I'll just go here. I think this is a game that people need to kind of look ahead at here. The Patriots, this is a home game for the Patriots. Patriots have the Bills next week up in Buffalo. So they're kind of going to be looking at that game a little bit, I think. I do still think there's some value here on New England on the +3 if you can get it. If it's still around, go ahead and grab it. I do agree with Knotz on the under there a little bit. But, yeah, I've got New England.
Over, not under.
Or excuse me, over, and I have New England +3 on the lean. Rick, what do you got?
So I'm a little indifferent with Knotz. I foresee it being an under 43.5. It's already booked. What I see is Belichick defensive mind. Okay, he keeps Lamar off the field. He owns the time of possession. He does the 10, 13 drives with a little field goal at the end. I foresee this game being under, and it's locked in, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap, and that's what I see, and that's what I book.
H2H, we got a head-to-head already, week 3.
Yep.
You and Rickyphantain.
They got a head-to-head here, so it's me on the under here, Rick on the under.
In September, okay, guys, in September, since 2018, games that are under 45 have hit 78% of the time. In September, games that are under 45 have hit 78% of the time. This hits the criteria, and we're going to hit that under.
Oh, Rick, that's a beautiful stat.
All right, let's go over to the next set here. I do apologize. Lost my thing. Hard at it. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, Buffalo, Miami. I'm going to open up with this game. Actually, we're going to go in reverse order. Let's go back.
I'll take it.
To Rick, Buffalo at Miami.
Buffalo at Miami. We're going to go under. Again, 52.5. I feel it. I love it. Buffalo has the best defense in the league. Miami, they scored all those points because there's a lot of breakdowns of the Ravens.
Did we lose Rick?
I think so.
Fuck.
Oh.
Too busy at Latina night.
He's still talking.
La vida te hace mucho tiempo y me arrepiento tanto de verte.
Rick, can you hear us?
Yes. I froze.
We lost you. Yeah, we lost you. We could see you talking, but we couldn't hear anything.
I seen the screen. It said I lost connection.
Damn it. All right, so what do we go
We
back?
heard you know that Bill's under.
All right, let's take a look at Buffalo at Miami. Big game here at Miami, plus 4.5 live line now, plus 5.5. What do you got here, Rick?
Buffalo, Miami. We're going to go under 52.5. That last game, Miami Ravens had a lot of miscues. They were falling over in the secondary. They had a lot of breakups where they just bring
Take a shot, Rick. We'll get. Let's go again. Take a shot. We'll go back.
No, we'll reset.
I
Take a minute. I'll go Buffalo.
Bring me in.
The game here on CBS at noon. Very intriguing game here, Rickyphantain. Bills and Dolphins, 2-0 teams going up against each other. Opened at 4.5, 51.5. Currently at 5.5. Bills favored 52.5 now. Everybody leaning toward the over. Rick, if I had to go somewhere, I'm going with the under. Where you going?
You already know. Buffalo, Miami. I already booked it under 52.5. The Ravens secondary just fucking shit the bed that fourth quarter. Miami put up 28 points. They had guys kneeling down and missed tackles, miscues. A couple cornerbacks out for the Ravens. They lit them up. Buffalo will not make that mistake. That defense is sound. You hammer that under 52.5. Book it, Jenny.
I like it. What do you got? Knotz, in the Buffalo Miami game? 4.5, 52.5 a total here.
So look, I'm not betting this game, but I'm gonna say a few things about this. So first off, let's look at Buffalo. All right. So Buffalo, they laid 4.5 points that opening TNF game. They laid 10 points their second game. And they have beat both of these teams by 55 points. So they basically, point differential, they beat the market by about 40 points. So the markets have Buffalo wrong, even though everybody and their mom keeps being on Buffalo. So that's the Buffalo side. And honestly, let's look at another thing. Do you want to bet this series where Buffalo is 7-1 on this series? Then let's go to Miami. Okay, Miami low key. In their last 11 games, they're 10-1. 10-1. Wow. Do you want to play a team like Miami? No, you don't. Miami is a great team as well. If you bet the side on this game, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Home +6.
Interdivision.
It's a stab in the dark.
Interdivision.
This is just clearly like, to all our viewers, this is just a game you just do not bet. We got all these other games on the card. You don't bet this game. I mean,
all right. Okay.
You make arguments for both sides. You don't bet this game.
All right. I'm going to go with, if I had to bet it, I don't have a play on this game. From a pick 'em perspective, I'll give it out to the league for folks who are listening. Miami +4.5. Miami, any type of +4.5 here. I look at Buffalo, in schedules, and like we talked about earlier, the Bills have Ravens next week at Ravens, and I think they're going to look at this game, and the two Bs are coming out, the double Bs, Buffalo versus Baltimore next week, and this is a no-brainer for me. Book Miami +4.5. More to come later in the show.
It was a system play for us. Miami last year, past decade, you always take the points at home with Miami because the opposing team is in the sun.
Rick,
it's going to be beaming.
Rick, it's a system this year because everything's back to normal.
Yes, sir.
Sun is beaming on a kid. That's where it came from.
Yeah,
right
work less.
Okay, let's go over to Chris. What do you got here? Buffalo, Miami.
I mean, all I have down is under. I mean, this game is definitely, everybody's always going to think this fucking game is going to fly over. Both teams are scoring a shit ton of points. No, this game's under.
Eddie?
I'm with the Dolphins for sure. 4.5. I'm riding with the under as well.
All right, let's move on. New Orleans, Carolina. New Orleans at Carolina. We'll start with reverse order again. We'll go to Eddie. Eddie, what do you got in this one?
Man, I don't know. But I would say the Saints probably come through.
Great analysis.
Saints come through.
For the viewers, I'm gonna go to Eddie and see what he thinks. Eddie, what do you got? I don't know, man. That's why they come to the show.
The Saints. I'm rocking with the Saints.
Wow. They got a bunch of fucking systems.
Rick, go ahead.
I mean, that New Orleans offensive line is so beat up.
Let me ask you a quick question, Eddie. So we talked about, and this could be just serious, and just you could answer it this way. You could have missed it or had no idea. We plugged this game earlier in the week, +3 Carolina, book it. Did you just miss that?
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, Knotz put it out because I actually like the Saints too, and I was just wondering if you had I
don't have anything booked for this game, but
Knotz put it out Tuesday, I think 8 a.m. Central, maybe.
But I told Rick, the only reason I booked that is because Knotz said it. I had
same, absolutely.
It's just like, I could see it maybe going over, but I did watch the fucking New Orleans against Tampa Bay, obviously with the over. I just
look at the games and how they won and they lost.
But if and Knotz, correct me if I'm wrong here, if it's a +3 at home, it's basically saying Vegas has no clue it's a coin flip, but just take the home dog, right?
No, I mean, so here's what I always want to do in week 3. I want to look at all the 0-2 teams and try to find a way to get on.
All right, perfect. That makes sense.
Okay. If you go 0-3, your chances of getting to the playoffs, I don't know the exact number, but it's below 10%.
Okay.
So basically, you go 0-3, your season's basically over. Okay, so you want to look at these teams that are 0-2 and try to find a way to get on them. And I mean, it's easy for me to get on the Panthers here. Why? Because I'm watching them play. They're fighting. I mean, they're hovering right around the line, right? Like all the games they played, it's not like they're getting blown out. They're hovering right around the line that the sports book's hanging. And the Saints, I mean, let's talk about the Saints. I mean,
what's going on tomorrow?
Not much there.
I mean, let's talk about what they were blowing out the Falcons, right? And then they let them come all the way back, beat them. Oh no, the Falcons were blowing them out, and they came all the way back and beat them, right?
Yeah, they won that game.
They won that game, but by the skin of their freaking balls. And then week 2, I mean, it was like 3-3 and going into the fourth quarter.
Third quarter, yeah, halftime 3-3.
And they let. I mean, that's not a team you want to bet on. Like you want to bet on this team like the Panthers that are. I mean, they're hovering right around the spread, and they're 0-2, and their coach is Matt Rule, and I mean he don't want to go 0-3. Like
no.
I mean, look, I'll tell you this: book the Panthers +3.
+3, yeah, that's what I got. Fontaine, what do you got?
You already said it. Not drop the knowledge.
Right. We're all done then on that one. Okay, Detroit, Minnesota. Detroit +6.5. I'll start here.
I didn't go, but
go ahead.
It's okay. I'm with.
He's the square.
Yeah, no, I'm with my notes here are this is a close divisional game. Both teams suck. I'm gonna take the home dog, but I'm also riding Knotz.
Yeah, for sure.
No, you ain't just riding with Knotz, bro.
I mean, I seriously don't really know who's going to win this game. Like, I don't have a good really angle. I think both teams suck.
Okay, well, for all our viewers, you want to look at teams that are 0-2 in week 3. You want to look at teams that are 0-2, and you want to try to find some reason to take them. And look, the Panthers have gave us any other reason but not to take them. I mean, they're the play right here. Panthers +2.
Okay. Next game on the board here, Detroit, Minnesota. Detroit at Minnesota, 7.5 game opening. Now currently at 6.5. Detroit did lock it in 6.5. Feel pretty good about it. I think it's a good team. This is not a pick based on what happened in prime time. Kirk Cousins obviously starting. I just hate Kirk Cousins. I can't stand what he does. I don't give a shit if it's noon, what time. He sucks. Fuck him. Give me the fucking Lions. Good team. They're going to run the fuck out of the ball. High scoring game, I think. And Detroit +6.5. That's what I'm at. Eddie.
Like Detroit Lions +6, +6.5. Looks good money. Like DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, baller. Ireland, what do you got?
Yeah, I also like Detroit here. I don't buy Minnesota. I don't. They have good pieces on defense, but I don't think it's I'm just not buying Minnesota right now. I definitely don't like Kirk Cousins. And Detroit is, like I said earlier with Carolina, like they're fighting. They're not giving up at any moment. So I'll take 6.5 on the road. Let's go.
All right, Fontaine, what do you got in this one? And then we'll go to Knotz.
I got Detroit +6 per Knotz. I foresee the Vikings getting up early in that first half. So Vikings first half might be a nice look. Detroit does the textbook backdoor cover. Guarantee victory.
Backdoor. Nice.
Facts. And look, here's I'm playing Detroit is dogs all season. Last season, the best dog you could have played was Detroit. And look at this season. Now they got an offensive line. Now they can move the ball. This wasn't last year, all right? I don't know if you guys remember. We talked about it last year, but that offense was horrendous. And they still were backdoor covering games. Now they got a good offense. Their defense is trash. Look, when you get Detroit plus points, you just play it all season. You might not win every week, but by the end of the season, you're going to be plus units. You take Detroit plus the points every week, no brainer. Let's go.
What was their over under for wins for this season total? What was it?
4, 5, 5.
4.5. So that seems like the play.
Wow. Yeah.
It wasn't 4.5. It was 6, and I played it over.
I felt like it was 6 too.
4.5 was last year.
Last year, yeah.
6 year I played the over.
What is it now?
Coach Campbell, obviously textbook players coach. I mean, you see him at Hard Knocks. He's been in the league. He's a player. The guys just get up for him, right?
They are fighting. I mean, and what's the wide receiver?
St. Brown. Amar St.
Brown.
Brown.
You just take them. I don't care what the public's on. I don't care none of that. When you get Detroit plus points, you just take them this season. It's that simple.
Absolutely.
By then, you're not going to win every week, but by the end of the season, you'll be plus units. That's what.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. That's why I'm on them. I like them. They're playing well. All right, game of the week here that we got highlighted. Kansas City versus Indianapolis. I'm going to start here again. I like Indy plus 6.5. I like Indy on the money line. Kansas City, big game next week in Tampa Bay. Kansas City versus Tampa Bay. That's a whole other story. Give me Indianapolis. The world will be on Kansas City. Indianapolis playing terrible. Remember, story of the week. Ricky Knotz says, focus on the 0-2 teams. Here's an 0-2 team. I'm not going to steal this guy's thunder. Let's go to Fontaine. What do you got here?
I'm on Indy as well, plus 6. I think I got Knotz. I think Knotz got 7. I got 6.5. But I do love that over 49.5. I'm going to look into it. It's not on my book right now, but I'm going to look into that Indy team total. This is a shootout. You got Matt Ryan, first home game, back in the dome. He lights them up. It flies over 49.5. Flies over, boys.
I love it.
I'm with you, Rick. I think I don't have a play on this game because I'm not sure which way to go. I think Indy actually steps up and does play some offense in this fucking game as opposed to last week. I mean, the play in my eyes is the over in this game. I mean, if I would lean to the points to Kansas City, but this game for me is strictly an overplay. I think there's offense in this game, and that's all it's going to be.
Yes, sir.
I'm rolling with the Colts for sure. Plus 6.5, plus 7, whatever it's at.
Knotz, what do you got?
Lock it.
So look, so you could go back Frank Wright's whole history. Week 1, week 2, you fade him. Week 3, you slam him. It's that simple. He doesn't do good early. He don't got his guys ready early. The markets over adjust to the first 2 games that he played. And then week 3, they come out and play. This situation even sets up better for the fact that KC came off. I mean, a game they probably shouldn't have won against the Chargers, which everybody's saying, oh, who's better, the Chargers or KC? I mean, when this season started, Sal had KC is the number 2 team power rated, and the Chargers is the number 3 team. And okay, I mean, the Chargers dominated that game. KC found a way to win. A lot of randomness in that. Big high for KC. Okay, now you come and play the Colts, who completely shit the bed, and they're not 0-2. They're 0-1-1. All right, but a push against the Texans, yeah, we'll call that 0-2. They might win the game. They're not winning it by no damn 7 points. And look, even at the 5.5, I still don't talk nobody out of it. I think this is a 3-point game, no matter which way it goes. Take those points. Big play, Mr. MF Sunday night. I don't tell nobody what I bet on any game, but This is one of the bigger games I bet of this week.
Wow.
Colts cover that spread, baby.
And I think Jonathan Taylor has his best game year to date. I think he runs his balls off against KC. I think that's the breaker right there. Where they
and that is KC's weakness, Rick.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely, definitely.
They still can't stop the run. They haven't fixed that problem. So,
all right, we're going to stay in the noon slate here. Raiders at Tennessee. This one opened at -1, now up to 2. Titans. Eddie, what do you got in this one?
Rolling with Ricky Knotz. Titans, baby.
Must win.
Yeah, Rickyphantain, what do you got?
Yeah, I see the Tennessee Titans as a must win, but then I look at the line. I read the line. Knotz has shown me how to read the line over these past 2 years. I see Raider money line -130, and I just got to take it. I got to take the Raiders money line -130. The Titans start off 0-3, right? Yes.
Yeah, this is a tough game for me to look at. We continuing to talk about what Ricky Knotz said earlier, follow the trends of the 0-2 teams. It'd be really interesting to see what he says here. I even looked at the totals. I did find something here that I liked. If there's anything I'm looking at, it's going to be under 45.5. Couple of reasons for this. I think both teams try to establish a run game. We saw Derek Carr struggle a little bit with Devontae Adams in the last game. Don't know how he missed him so open. I'm loving that under 45.5. I know it's early in the week. It's Thursday. But there is some good stuff there to look at if I had to make a play.
Yeah.
As far as the side though, +1 pick. It's a coin flip. I'm gonna be Joe Public here. I have to go with the Raiders. The Titans. I hate Tannehill, but I think they're gonna run the shit out of the ball, and that's what gets it done for them.
You talk about Devontae Adams. He was on Twitter talking about he spent $1 million, put up his whole family, his friends, all his crew, his entourage in a suite for $1 million. And he had 1 catch for 12 yards or some bullshit. He lights up the Titans. He lights up the Titans D. Let it be known.
Okay.
I don't bet props, but let's talk about this from a prop perspective. So Devontae Adams, week 1, he lit it up, right?
Yep.
Everybody slammed him week 2, and
you
just said what he did. So maybe, we go a little zigzag here. Maybe Devontae does light it up.
Yeah, I foresee
over yards.
And the squeakiest wheel, what gets the grease? He was crying on Twitter. He was wide open.
So here's a little square matrix prop wise. Okay, so maybe week 1 everybody slammed them, they won. Week 2 they slammed them, they all lost. Maybe week 3 here, maybe that's the look. Devontae Adams over on props.
Look into it.
But let's talk about this game. So both these teams are 0-2. All right. Problem with the Raiders, West Coast team traveling east, playing an early game. Something I will never bet. I just won't. I like the Raiders, but the Raiders, clearly to me that's the better team. The better team. I don't like McDaniels. I don't like nothing about this game. To me, get the fuck away from this game. I'm taking Devontae Adams over. That's what
for sure. Ireland always harps on that west-east travel, but this isn't that far east. They're going to Tennessee, and they're only in Nevada. It's a middle mini trip. This is one of those ugly ass games that you look at. And
DJ, you just look at it and you say, look at all these other games we got to bet.
No, I know. I get it. We got to cover. It's on the card. The producer put it in there. Yell at him.
I put it in there for this reason.
We'll give
it's a tough game. It's a tough game to cap. No, I agree.
It's a tough fucking game to cap. You got 2 teams that suck.
I'm taking Devontae Adams.
You got to take the over. You got to take the over then.
You do have that perspective where everybody just seen Tennessee get blown up by the Bills, so they fucking suck.
I'm taking the over.
So that was a little a flip flop a little bit, but I am on the Raiders money line, but
I can see
I like how Knotz sometimes gives you both sides, right? So both sides would be the Titans. Everybody's seen they suck. They got smoked by the Bills. The line was 10. They got beat by 40.
Yeah.
So I could see why someone would.
The value's on the Titans, 100%.
I fully expect the Titans to not. I shouldn't say fully expect them. I expect the Titans to win this game by more than 2 points easy.
So if anybody, I think we all pretty much respect Sal's lines. He has the line exactly where it's at. So if you want to bet this game,
good luck.
You might as well go bet black and red on roulette.
50-50.
Right. Gamble, go gamble. If not, go bet a game where you got an edge. There's no edge on this game.
Right, exactly. Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Looking at it though, it does.
Ain't no edge, son.
All right, next game. Let's go to some hometown love here. We're gonna go to the Houston Texans versus the Chicago Bears. I'll go last here.
I gotta go with the Bears. Man. They had a tough loss against Green Bay. You know, that -2.5, that's tough. But I gotta roll with the Bears. I like the Undy. Bears Undy. Let's go.
Knotz, what do you got?
I mean, I'm not betting this game just because, once again, there's no edge. I think Sal has the line right where it's at, 2 and a hook. Okay, there's no edge. But look, the Bears to me are a team that's going to tank this year. I'm not betting the Bears very often. I'm probably not betting the Bears at all. The Texans are a team to me that are like, everybody's like, oh, we're counting you guys out. And look what they've done. They're 0-2. I mean, they're 2-0 against the spread. This is a team that's going to fight. They're coming out here to play. You put a gun in my head, I wouldn't bet the 2.5. It was at +3 when it opened. If you got the +3, I think that's a good play.
Ireland, what do you got?
My notes are, this is a toss-up. I'm just going to take the home team. But listen to Knotz and the tanking thing. I don't know. I'm not on board with that yet, but I'm kind of leaning towards it, and I'm probably gonna fully be on board if the Bears play this fucking game. They're winning this game, and then Houston
beatable game.
Yeah, win it. Yeah, exactly. Winnable fucking game, and then Houston comes back and wins it by fucking 2. And it's just like, yeah, maybe Knotz is right. Like, I didn't think that they would do that with this Bears team. I thought this Bears team would actually fight. I thought this would be a fighting team. Knotz is talking about having a fighting team. I thought this Bears team would be a fighting team. But if they lose this fucking game and it's close as shit.
I'm with you. See, I'm fucking with you, dude. I got the Bears winning, Houston covering, not set it week 1. Houston catching points, take them all fucking day. I'm with Eddie at the right. So no action, but I lean towards the Undy.
Oh, I'm not betting this game.
I'm not betting the game, but I lean towards the Undy. Bears win 14-13, Jan.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's go Bears. So I'll be the guy here. Bears win this game. They not only cover this number, could probably go alternate line here. I would look at 6.5. Don't take 7. You're going to push on that number. And this game is flying over the total. You could tell this game is flying
40.
And here's what's going to happen. Remember,
what's flying mean?
Lovie Smith is coming back into Chicago. A lot of people forgetting about this. He's going to be amped
up. First. I believe it's his first return as a head coach.
Yes, it is.
Last time he was in this state, it was Illinois. Okay, shit performance. There's going to be some points, going to be some fucked up flea flickers, interceptions, punt return. I'm telling you right now.
That's a good point.
Wow. If there's a side, but Bears win this game easy. In the Lovie Smith return, they shove it in his face, look for the defensive step up, just like they did in week 1. Bears are 2-1, and the hype returns in Chicago with all the bullshit media.
Lovie Smith.
Wait.
Lovie Smith better get a standing ovation. That's all I have to say.
You're saying the Bears win?
Correct.
Okay.
By 10.
Okay.
Lovie Smith better get a fucking standing ovation.
He should, because you know why? Because the Bears fired him as a winning coach. He was what? Fucking 13-3.
They didn't make the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs.
But here's the thing. I'm not taking. Sorry, go ahead. I'm not taking it because it's not the Texans system. It's not +7. I can't take the Texans. But it's not a heart play either. Justin Fields, the Bears, that, like Eddie said, with that loss to the Packers, this isn't. Here's why this organization doesn't need to tank the season. The team isn't good enough, so they're going to tank on their own. And they got $100 million next year to spend. They don't give a fuck. Let these kids go out and play. Great. You win 7 games. Great. You make the playoffs. Great. Well, they're going to make money. They don't give a fuck.
That's where I think they're not going to tank because they have all that money.
And they better not tank because I got Bears over 7.
Yeah, that's why I think they're not going to tank because they have.
Let me tell y'all something. So the Texans like catching all the big points. Okay, we're talking about 2 teams that Sal has bottom 5. They're both power rated bottom 5. So
I know.
So how in the fuck are they? I mean, you guys tell me. Do you guys feel like you got a home edge?
No.
Well, here's the thing. Why we have a home edge is because as Bears fans, we always win one, lose one. When we hate them, they win. When we love them, they lose.
This
right?
is
after.
Is there a real home edge? I mean, for two bottom 5 teams, is there a real home edge over there?
I would say traveling from Houston to Chicago, sure. If it was Green Bay, Minnesota in division,
same time zone.
But my point is that it could get loud there. But Rick's right.
It's gonna be loud.
No. Every stop. This is classic Bears. They lose to the good teams. It'll be close. Justin Fields will scramble. And they'll win the game by fucking 7 or 8.
No, 14-13. I like that.
Ownership don't want you. Have you guys been? I mean, I don't know.
You don't need to do that.
I could listen to you guys' news, and I listen to it, and
Well,
I tell you,
that's terrible. You're doing yourself a disservice because that media is garbage, and
the media sucks here.
They're all old as fuck. Dude. They all wrote newspapers.
But look, man, there's not one.
They just hold grudges.
Chicago radio is old newspaper guys from the 90s.
Win again.
One at a time.
You're right.
They want the #1 draft pick next year. That's my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
See, I disagree.
There's too much fight in this team. This isn't a tank team, especially when you bring in a new coach. You just don't tank.
It's not only that. It's
16% of the money.
You brought in that new coach so he could be the reason that you had the shit season. Then you fired him.
Good call. I don't believe it though. No,
I disagree. I honestly believe Ryan Poles has a vision. And the vision is just fucking win. Like you do everything you can to fucking win, and it's a.
But see, let's talk about.
They're not going to win. This team is not good. This team is not good, but they're going.
They had a chance this week. There was a fucking touchdown.
I know. They got fucking screwed by the goddamn refs. Let's not fucking forget that shit.
Part of the script, right, John?
Yeah, it's part of the script. Obviously, it's part of the script. The refs are giving them the fucking game. Okay.
So, to back you up here, Knotz, this is a classic Bears game, and guess what? It's on CBS. When the Bears play on CBS, they intercept game-winning touchdowns in overtime. On Fox, they're fucked. This is a true CBS game. Dude, they're going to win this game by 20. It's going to be 21-0 at halftime, Bears.
That is true.
I love talking with you guys because you guys always got all these, like, these superstitions.
Angles.
I've seen you know how many fucking Doritos.
I call them superstitions. And look,
no, they're not superstitions. Because do you know how many times I've had chips and Velveeta and watched this team do the same thing with the same ownership in 15, 20 fucking years?
Hey, you bring up a great point. So last Sunday, been with my son Rocco. He's like, "Oh, I love the Bears." I was like, "Rocco, I've been watching this team since I've been fucking 6 years old. Whenever they get in the spotlight and you love them, they lose. And they got,
and don't cover.
They look
especially the prime time.
They came out.
And I said, Rocco, you will find, you will build, you will have that mentality, and you will know the team that you love. But the Bears and Green Bay.
Eddie was under and Bears. I was over in Bears. Knotz was no play, gun to the head Texans for sure, plus the 3.
I'm making it a play now, just for the Hashmark Show. I'm on Houston Texans
money line. Texans money line.
Sprinkle it.
I don't
put $100 on it.
I'm just saying.
I was on Bears win, Titans covered, end of the score 14-13.
Yeah.
I like that end score, Rick. I like that. It might be like 17-14 though. Bears win.
Undy for sure, Eddie.
You're misunderstood.
No, Houston's offense fucking sucks.
You're misunderstood.
The Bears offense is great.
Bears offense sucks too.
They're going to.
My one buddy.
Bears can run Bears can run the ball.
But I mean, as Bears fans, do you guys really want to win games? I mean,
we gotta go. We gotta go over. We gotta go over 6.5 this year.
You want to know why?
Not only for the bet, but yes, I want to win because I want Justin Fields.
I'm saying, not as a fan, like as a franchise. Do you want to win games this season?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Because I want Justin Fields.
Don't.
I want Justin Fields to fucking get used to winning. Mm-hmm. I want winning. I just want to win. I don't give a fuck if it ruins our draft picks. I don't give a fuck about any of that. You want to know why? Because we have the most money, by far to spend next year.
Build the foundation.
That's fine.
Okay,
They built the foundation starting with this draft, and they're going to do it again next year. And then we're going to spend money on free agents, and then we're going to fucking win the division.
So listen, CI. So I'm not talking about Justin Fields. He's not a bad quarterback. He'll be a good quarterback. And you got all that money to spend next year, and you get a #1 draft pick next year. What happens?
We're going to get like number 7 or 8.
Why?
Yeah, top 10.
First of all,
a number for the #1 draft pick.
But
All right, let's put $100 down on that.
The #1 draft pick doesn't mean anything to us because they draft Mitch Trubisky one time, so it doesn't matter.
They passed up Patrick Mahomes.
They passed Mahomes.
You're not drafting a quarterback. You're not going for a quarterback.
But here's my point. The Bears are doing they're hoping that Justin Fields turns into a Russell Wilson, a Pat Mahomes type, so they don't have to pay him a lot of money. They're going to have a ton of money next year. This is the same thing Seattle did to win their Super Bowl. You hope you get a quarterback. You don't have to pay a lot of money.
So if you are the Bears, do you want Justin Fields to look good this season and have to pay him a bunch of money next year?
I'm just saying, regardless of all that, this game this week against the Texans is a classic Bears win,
especially against Lovey. Gotta give it.
So
CBS is the goal.
Well, CBS,
yeah, the CBS angle is hilarious.
CBS is going to play this. They're going to show Lovey 1,000 times. It's going to be so ugly. Don't watch this game.
Well, hey, I'm not betting the game.
No, I hope nobody bets this game.
You don't have to worry about this game.
But we're all emotionally involved, though.
Yes.
Like, without a doubt.
Right, you can't put money on it.
Like, we'll probably be the most pissed and most fucking angry and the most yelling at the fucking TV about this game than all of our other bets. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next game here. We're going to Green Bay, Tampa. Green Bay in Tampa. Green Bay +3. Where are we starting? Rickyphantain.
Rickyphantain here. Tampa Bay has 0 receiving core. Mike Evans is out, suspension for shoving. Little Mickey Mouse suspension there. They picked up who'd they pick up? I said it earlier. Who'd they pick up? Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley might see a nod. I got GB money line. I mean, statistically, Aaron Rodgers stinks. I think he got blown out last year at the home opener, I think it was, in Tampa. And statistically, he stinks in Tampa. I think the public knows that. They're going TB. I'm going GB +110 money line.
Knotz, what do you got here?
So here's what I did. This is a game I want nothing to do with, but sometimes we're not playing a game. We want something to do with, right? We're playing numbers. So what I did when that line opened up at 2.5, I believe, right?
3. But 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the 3 disappeared instantly. I never saw a 3.
Yeah.
It's 2.5. I put Green Bay on every second leg of every teaser I did. I mean, it's a perfect teaser game, right? I mean, low scoring game, obviously.
Talk about that though. It fucking dropped. Opened up at 52, then 41. Right, next day 41.
I mean, that under got
42 earlier.
Yeah, and that was before I think Mike Evans was ruled out. Some of those wide receivers. So,
and a big part of that total dropping was Mike Evans. But
Ed, what do you got here? Green Bay, Tampa.
I'm rolling with Green Bay.
All right, straight up, love it. LA versus Arizona. For me, I'll start here. Arizona, love the Arizona side. Everybody's going to hate them. This is not indicative of what they did last week. I do still think they're kind of a weird team. They got lucky last week, but I do love this game, and I think everybody will be on the Rams. And I don't know if that's true yet. I could pull it up in a second. I don't give a shit. Give me Arizona. Fontaine, what do you got?
Yeah, I agree. I think it opened up at 3.5. I think everybody in the world seen that and like, oh, it's a no-brainer. Take the Rams. Defending champs. Take the Rams. I'm on AZ +3.5. Let's go.
I am taking the Rams +3.5. I just think it's a letdown game for. What I say?
Yes.
Yeah, -3.5. Sorry. I think it's a letdown game for Arizona. I don't think they're a good team. I think they got lucky in winning against the Vegas Raiders, who are also not a good team. And then I think the Rams, with the loss last week, or was it a loss last week, or they
didn't cover?
They didn't cover. It was, but they were covering, right?
They were, and then Atlanta.
They were winning big, and they let them back in the game.
Atlanta had a block punt for 6, and then they came back and covered.
Yeah, I think the Rams. I think the Rams cover this game, no problem.
Interdivision, another one. Interdivision.
I know,
Oh, no.
but it's for me. It's the Cardinals coming off a fucking big win. That's why I'm betting against the Cardinals.
Let down spot.
Yeah,
I'm rolling with CI. I like the Rams. I like the over. I think the over is probably a better lean, better pick than the
What'd you get it at? Because I know that thing's
48.5, I believe.
DJ was big on the under. I think it opened up 52 and a half. DJ. Yeah, DJ said. Yeah.
Pound of the under, and now it's 48 or something.
48.5. Yeah.
Good play there, Deej. Because look, and here's why the under.
Knotz, what do you got here?
Here's why the under makes sense, right? So the Rams coming into the fourth quarter, I believe they were up 31-10, I believe, if I'm not, or no, 27.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, and and look, McVay is one of them coaches. When you fuck up on something that heavy, he's gonna correct it the next game. He put his foot off the gas. He started dropping 9 and rushing 2. What is the thing you don't do with Kyler Murray? You give him. I mean, in the fourth quarter, he had about 10 seconds on every single play.
Dude, he was running 50-50. He was running 50-50.
I mean, that's
that
what
shit
you
was
don't
obnoxious.
do. You just don't do that. You just don't do that. So McVay owns the Cardinals. We've talked about this before. Do you want to try to bet on something like you want to say, hey, look, this streak's going to end? Or do you want to bet on a streak continuing? I'll take the streak continuing. Give me the Rams, Jan. Minus the 3.5.
Love it.
I like that.
I like
that. Okay.
Give me the Rams, Jan.
Give me the Rams, Jan.
I like that, Jan. Okay. All right.
They own the Cardinals. I mean,
let's go back to you, Mr. Sunday Night. Denver, San Francisco at Denver. What do you got here?
Buy Denver Broncos. Hat engaged. The world will be on San Francisco. Let's talk about San Francisco. What they do? They were laying 7 points against the Chicago Bears. You guys' team dominated the box score. Lost the game. I don't know fucking how.
In the monsoon, it was a fucking
the rain. That's why.
Yeah, it was the rain.
Well, I mean, whatever it was, who fucking knows? It was complete randomness. Whenever you win the box score and you lose the game, it's randomness. And honestly, I mean, what's Hackett doing? He's trying to run a Green Bay system. It's not working. Hackett's on the hot seat. Okay? Russ is on the hot seat. We paid him all that freaking money. Broncos win this game. You gonna give me plus money on the Broncos winning this game? The world will be on the Niners.
Definitely. I mean, for me, when their names were brought up, I mean, it was a no-brainer for me. I mean,
no-brainer. He took that shit from me. That's my shit. That's my shit. No-brainer.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Broncos win this game.
All right, I'm taking the Broncos as well. A little sprinkle on the money line. Eddie, where you at? Where we
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Yeah.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Yeah, here's where I'm teaching you not to be a
be Russell Wilson for Halloween.
I mean, I love. I know it was perfect, Eddie.
Yeah, man.
Just like the steady, like Broncos.
I like the under as well.
That's right.
Under,
I mean,
34.5.
Their names were brought up. I mean, it was a no-brainer.
All right. Guys ready? We're gonna go to Monday Night Football. Did we go to everybody?
No, my play is the under. I don't like the I think this game is bad. I think San Francisco's defense is much better than Denver's offense, and I think they keep this game undy. That's the play for me.
Brainer for me.
Sunday night football. Sunday night football. I'm riding with the boys. I'm riding with Ricky fucking Sunday night. 3.5 units. 3.5 units on a money line Denver.
Wow. All of us against the world.
Okay.
Right.
Denver Broncos.
Monday Night Football. Dallas at New York Giants plus 4.5. What do we got here? Let's start with Eddie.
I got the Giants.
Like it.
Rolling with the Giants, the home team. You know, it always switches though. I mean, we got a lot of time for that Monday night. Got to see what happens Sunday night. But as of this moment, I like the Giants. Not sure what the over and under is at, but
I got Giants -3. I got the Undy at 39.5. Undy 39.5.
39.5. Okay.
Yeah, both these teams have averaged like 19 to 20 points a fucking game. This game, I mean, I don't. This is another fucking coin flip. I might play the Ricky parlay system here, and whatever fucking Sunday night goes, go Oppie. At this game, I have no fucking clue. These teams are literally the exact fucking same. They both fucking suck, and they both I don't. I mean, the Giants have covered the spread. They're 2-0 against the spread this year. So, but this line moved a lot.
Quietly, they're 2-0. Quietly.
But this line moved a lot. I believe it was at like plus. Fuck, what was it? It moved a lot. I mean, like, yeah, New York +4, and now it's New York -1. So, like, something's fucking screwy with this game. I don't know.
So what we do last week? Last week, the world was against the boys, right? Because Dak was out. What do we call that? Injured player angle. Okay. So the boys, what are they over there in the locker room talking about? Bro, nobody thought we were gonna win this game. Nobody thought we were gonna win this game. We won it. Now look, the Giants, everybody's gonna want to fade them all season. You don't want to fade the Giants. Monday night, give me the motherfucking Giants. Cowboys shit the bed.
Yes, sir.
Giants, baby. Giants.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For me here, I don't trust Daniel Jones. I don't care what anybody says. Go ahead and give me Dallas.
I can see that. I can 100% see that.
Gets the win.
He's not good.
Dodgers just won.
Giants suck.
Nobody cares.
Money line dog of the week, Eddie. Where are we going?
Money line dog of the week.
For me, I'm gonna go with the Miami Dolphins at +206. I think I like the Dolphins this week. Don't step in front of Buffalo. I know. I just got to do it. It's going to be so ugly. I know. Who does not look any better than the Buffalo Bills, John? I get it, but it's the NFL. This has nothing to do with Miami and the Ravens. The Ravens fell apart. Knotz, we talked about it. The Ravens was the play. We were on the wrong side of that game. We got lucky, and that's all I got. Where we at now? Who's got money line dog of the week? Anybody?
Money line dog of the week. Washington money line +235. Book it, Jan. Carson Wentz revenge game.
We didn't cover that game really.
Let's go, Dow.
It wasn't on the list.
You think it was a revenge game
against the Eagles?
No, well, I mean, like you think like he deserves. You think Carson Wentz deserves a win on a revenge game?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Could I cross interview all you guys on your money line dogs of the week or no?
Yeah.
Okay, DJ. So here's one thing, just for our viewers, and I mean, no offense to anybody, but so a team that is so mispriced is the Bills. I mean, they laid so far this season, they laid 14.5 points, and they've beat the two teams they've played by 55 points. Why in the flying fuck do you want to? I mean, we talked about it. I mean, when you're betting a dog, you want to make a case for him to win the game, right?
Joe Public.
This is a terrible.
No, it's not Joe Public. Nothing.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just busting his balls.
I'm just saying. Well, yeah, bust his balls a little because he always busts yours.
Not a Joe Public play though. Miami. Here's why.
Oh, you just saw Miami fucking win a big game against Baltimore, so of course look, people are going to be on Miami +5.
Yep.
Look, my guys. The public's on the Bills. The sharps are on the Bills. This ain't a Joe Public play.
I don't know if this matters. I'm just banking on the fact that Buffalo.
This is just some. Sorry, DJ, to interrupt.
They play Baltimore next week. It's a bigger game than this week. I don't know if Miami wins. That's my money line dog of the week.
What do you mean you don't? What?
That's what the whole point of money.
You don't know if they win. You don't know if they win.
Listen.
It's controversy too for the show. It's good for the show. If it hits, he's the hero. If it doesn't hit,
but I've already explained it, and I'll explain it again. I think Miami.
Dave just wants to go eat.
I've been eating the whole show. Based on what we've been talking about, teams with grit, teams with fight, what I saw to Miami last week, a little bit, sure, maybe 10%. It's a team that doesn't give up. The market hasn't caught up. Everyone will be on the Bills. I don't care if they're square stripes or fucking triangles. I'm taking Miami in the money line sprinkle here because
I like it. I like it, bro. Like, look.
No.
I love
like it. No. I shouldn't step in front of this train. You're right. This is a terrible move.
No, I'm just saying for our viewers. Look, for our viewers.
I'm telling you, they're looking at Baltimore. Baltimore.
A team that has laid 14.5 points.
Oh, I agree. The market is not. No, this doesn't make any sense. It should be a 10 to 12 game.
The Bills, the market's not right on the Bills. So I mean, the value's still on the Bills, and we saw it. I mean, the line opened up clear.
There's no real money on this.
But I'm just saying, because people watch our show. People watch our show, and look.
The uglier it is.
It's not just about being contrarian. Like sometimes you got to look at reality. And I mean, the Bills, as high priced as they've been, I mean, we talked about it last week against the Titans. I mean,
are you on the Buffalo money line this week? Are you taking Buffalo? Where are you at?
No, I'm not betting the game. I mean, I'm not. I'll never bet a game that the whole world's on. I just never will.
So.
But I'll tell you, look, Buffalo is the undervalued commodity.
Like, because I thought the money line dog of the week was just something like you're not confident in, but you're just like, okay, I'm looking at something that could possibly fucking win, and you throw it out there. Like if you pick a big one, like fucking Miami plus 206.
That's a terrible one.
I know it's terrible now.
I'm kidding.
But if I'm gonna pick one, if I'm gonna pick a technical dog, I'm gonna take Tennessee.
All right. Well, are they dog now? I thought
they're technically a dog.
Really? Damn. I thought they were favored. All right. Knotz, what do you got here?
They opened as a favorite, but they're not. But now they're a dog.
What you got?
Titans.
Well, my one was the Titans, but I'm gonna go for the show. I'm gonna go Houston, Texans, just for you guys.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Those are all my dogs I have written down here. So that's good.
It's a tough money line. Rick, what do you got?
Washington money line dog of the week.
We already went in. And Ed, where were you at?
I'll take the Detroit Lions.
Ooh,
look at the host flabbergasted a little bit there.
All right, you guys ready for what do we got? Teasers left here?
I have 0 teasers.
Does that?
I've got a couple out there. If people are interested, I've been telling people this.
Yeah, give them out.
They're getting crushed. But this one's okay. LA Chargers down to just a half to win the game. You got one Wong out there. Giants and Cowboys. Cowboys up to 8.5. It's the lowest total on the board of 39. So there's your true Wong teaser. Also, you could take Green Bay to 8.5 and the Chargers down to half. That was the other one I really liked. Or the Falcons to +8. I love their team total over, by the way. What else do they have here? That's it. There's a couple out there, but I'm not going to take them. I haven't taken any this year. Anybody else got any teasers? Tease my butt.
I teased all kind of shit this week because this is the teaser week. Look, the teasers have been profitable week 1, week 2.
I got a lot of teasers out there.
So what do you want to do? You want to be under 47 points, and you want to get through the number 3 and 7. So let's look at this card. All right. We got Baltimore, New England, total sitting at 44. New England plus 2 and a hook. You tease them up to 8.5. What do? You get through the 3 and the 7. Easy money. You got a low total. So what I do, I basically do a round robin on all the teasers every week. I just do it every season. I mean, I play every teaser there is on the board. That's under 47 points. And where I could get through the 3 and the 7, I round robin all those teasers. That's what I do. So you got Houston. You could tease them up to 8 and a hook. The total sitting at 40. I mean, this is teaser week.
Yeah.
You got Tennessee, Las Vegas Raiders sitting at 45 and a hook. Tennessee plus 2. You tease them up to 8. You got New Orleans, Carolina sitting at 41. Carolina plus 2 and a hook. You tease them up to 8 and a hook. You got the Chargers, Jacksonville, which don't actually classify because it's at 47 and a hook, but whatever. You tease the Chargers down.
Yep.
Which I wait for the Herbert news on that because then when Herbert comes out, it's not a good teaser anymore.
Yep.
Green Bay, you missed it. Now it's at +1. I mean, that was a complete teaser blocker at the books moving that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody was teasing Green Bay up.
10.
Total at 42.
Yeah.
You had the Falcons. They were at +2 when I bet the teaser. Now they're at +1. That's teaser blocker. Total sitting at 42. You got San Fran and Denver. I mean, San Fran, when they opened up, they were at 2 and a hook, and everybody teased that up to 8 and a hook. Now you can tease it back the other way because you got the Broncos at 1 and a hook. You got the Giants and the Cowboys. Yeah, I mean, are the Giants going to win a game by margin? Fuck no, they ain't. That one was sitting at 2 and a hook when I teased it. And I'm going to come back in middle with the Giants on the money line. But, I mean, pretty much every game on this fucking card.
I know, right? Is a teasable situation.
So you basically, I mean, look, in NFL, whenever you get situations like this, you just tease it all. You round robin that shit. You tease every fucking possible position you could tease. And by the end of the season, you're going to make money.
On the round robin, explain to people real quick, Knotz. What's the round robin?
So all you do is 2-team teasers, okay? And you tease every 2-team teaser that's possible on the card. That's under 47 points, and now you can get to the number 3 and 7. You just blindly tease it, and by the end of the season, you're going to make money.
Yeah. Knotz.
Hey, one thing I want to say.
That's Knotz knowledge of the week, brought to you by Jam Panels.
I was just going to say.
Hey, one thing I want to say is look at how the books have adjusted. Because when I started doing this, teasers were -110. Look what they cost now.
Yeah, 120.
120, 130 in some places.
Really?
I mean, 132.
Let's wrap up the show here. We have really no final thoughts other than Knotz and myself.
Parlay special.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Yeah. Any parlays on the board?
Hey, come on, man.
Parlays on the board. What do we got out there? Anybody?
Ricky Parlay.
Yeah, Ricky Parlay. Give him the stage.
Ricky Parlay. High noon special. We got a 2-teamer out there already booked. Washington money line. Casey, Andy, and the over 50.5. That's plus 533.
Wow.
For the 330 slate, we got a 3-team par. Jags, Chargers, over 47.5. GB moneyline plus 110. Seahawks -130 for a plus 625. 3-team parlay. Book you, Jan.
Let's go.
Love it.
Nobody likes the Seahawks but Fontaine. Nobody likes the Seahawks but Fontaine.
Wow.
Well, it's 50-50, bro.
I'm with Knotz. Go, and you were just at the boat yesterday. Go to the boat, put it on black.
187.
Murder it. All right. Hey, well, that's going to do it for this week's show. Week 3, week 1 and 2, both victorious, both money makers. I don't really have anything else. I would love to go around the horn. I'm not going to, but I will say this, as always, we'll end the show properly. Is it you know what to do?
Right.
Yeah.
What?
Buddy.
Ed, you're getting it. You like it. You're getting it every week now. I like it.
Hey, Rick. Well, offline, you don't got